Good evening everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to discuss the topic which is called altcoins, and we're not going to discuss a few typical altcoins or specific altcoins. We're going to discuss the whole general perspective around altcoins. This channel I won't be promoting any or reviewing any coin. It's about investing, trading and the economy. So that's more content based on that. There's not going to be a promotion about leverage trading platforms because I don't see any purpose in that. I don't want to wreck my followers. We're going to analyze the markets and provide content through which you could make a fair decision on what you should do with your own money and with your own investments. And one of them is this video, which includes why I am more interested in altcoins right now than I am in Bitcoin. As I've been saying on Twitter and on YouTube. So that's what we are going to discuss. First of all, there's a few arguments which we'll be discussing into this video. The first one is that the overall sentiment amongst investors is that altcoins are dead. The second one is that Bitcoin just witnessed its halving, which took all the hype. We've seen that it's caused a sell-off on the alt BTC pairs, as even Ethereum and Chainlink went down 20 to 30% in that pair, while the USDT pair remained relatively stable. The overall sentiment in the project is also changing, which means that they finally have the pace to share their updates, as the overall market sentiment in crypto is adjusting right now. And we're going to finish off with TA perspective on the altcoins, and we're going to discuss some altcoins through the TA. But first we're going to give a short, brief summary regarding the first points. Question is that altcoins, are they dead? Well, the majority probably is, but once Bitcoin starts to rally upwards, altcoins can do well as well. They are following Bitcoin. And if you remember the dot-com bubble, projects without any value did also rally because it was a dot-com bubble. And yes, we have seen an ICO bubble in 2017, which was the first wave. There is still a bigger wave for crypto coming, in which the same insane hype will probably come back in the next years, through which the most insane altcoins with literally no perspective can also run. But the good projects will already start running upwards this year, and we have seen it last year as well. We have seen Chainlink doing well, we have seen Tesla's doing well, and other projects as well. And as I've been hearing the past months that people have been shifting their altcoins towards Bitcoin, it's giving a perspective on the sentiment on altcoins. People are not believing in altcoins, then they are all becoming a Bitcoin maximalist. And the more people becoming a maximalist on Bitcoin should be giving you a signal that altcoins could be an interesting investment or an interesting trade. It's the same as that the majority of the people are now starting to trade in the equity markets, while the equity markets are just having a dead cat bounce and are way overvalued at the moment. So that's one of the arguments that I've been seen going around and witnessed from the people. And now some altcoins are starting to fire up again, and all of a sudden people start to become interested in altcoins. Second thing is that what I just said is that the recent push of Bitcoin towards 10k was caused during a sell-off in altcoins, which means that the last push from 9k to 10k was because of people selling their altcoins towards Bitcoin to catch the train on Bitcoin and the hype of the halving. That's the last part of the run. If you remember from earlier on, Bitcoin always runs fast, and as a first runner, then it comes back down, it calms down, volatility drains away, and altcoins start to fire off. What I just said is, of course, not all of them will come back, but a significant portion will do well. Bitcoin is the first runner. We remember that from December 2017. Bitcoin had its peak on the 17th of December 2017 when the CME futures were launched, and the altcoins seen their all-time high in January 2018, with Ethereum pushing towards $1,400. I think we're going to see a similar phase in general. Right now we're going to see that probably altcoins are starting to pace up, have their momentum, start to get to the levels where Bitcoin is right now, and get back in some of the value that they lost. So probably a retest of the period we had in 2019. The actual real pace will come when the whole market starts to become the whole market gets into a bull market, which probably is next year. But right now we can also already see some nice returns on the altcoins. Last part I want to discuss is that projects were also delaying updates during a bad market sentiment. People will not be updating their project. Why would they? The market sentiment is bad, so they would not get any value from that. So what you will be witnessing now is that the momentum is on Bitcoin. Momentum goes away on Bitcoin and it goes towards altcoins as the halving hype is over and everybody returns to their normal life. And now they start to release updates and progress. So now you can expect Ether 2.0 later this year, or Cardano with an update, or Matic with a mainnet, or Elrond with a mainnet, or other projects coming with releases. That's probably going to be a fast pace in the coming months. So Bitcoin volatility is also draining away. What you see here is the Bitcoin halving from 2016, in which it witnessed a very large rally prior to the halving. Then a crash, which is similar to the case right now, and then it started to become calmer on Bitcoin and went sideways for a month after one more crash occurred. Well, the next crash I'm expecting to happen as well, probably later this year. So I'm expecting to see a crash occur around August, September, October, in that period, in which we test the 100 or 200 week MA. But in the meantime, the volatility should normally drain away, in which altcoins get their space to start rallying. And I'm also expecting us to be in the buy the dip scenario right now, in which if there is a 20 or 30% dip, it's a tremendous opportunity. So you could expect the market to have these dips in which it's getting bought up pretty fast, as you can see on the chart as well with the deep wick. And then it's just stabilizing. And through a stabilizing, slowly upgrading market for Bitcoin, the altcoins will do the best. And then the final part is the TA, in which we're just going towards trading view, and I'm showing some examples. I've been discussing this Wyckoff scheme not on the stream, but I've been discussing it with some TAs, in which you can see that, for instance, on Pearl or on any other altcoin, you can see that the price dropped below the long-term support and the range low, and once it can retest the previous support and confirms that for support, they usually shoot a wave quite fast. So let's go towards the TA, in which I've just stated that once they reclaim support, they usually shoot away quite fast, in which we have seen that on Pearl. If Pearl reclaims 175, you can expect a fast move upwards to occur, in which we have a reclaim of that support. But I want to discuss some coins in which you can see that length actually shows the strength of the altcoins movements, as it's already been uptrending since last year September. And a crucial part of that is that we have seen a sideways notion for a while, in which we started to uptrend, and the 100 weekly MA and 200 weekly daily MA crossed here, and along the way that's been support, and that's a pretty substantial signal for the market to start uptrending. Since the beginning of this chart, it didn't do any of that until now, and as you can see, the cross came there and shows strength for the market, as it has seen a 2,500% move. Then we go towards a few of the other altcoins, in which Zilliqa, I have to take the other one. Zilliqa is showing a similar sign, in which the 100-day MA and 200-day MA make the cross for the first time in a long time. This is not all the data. Confirmed here, retest of support, and now we're just uptrending. So if we get a nice opportunity for Zilliqa on the dips, which is 94 or maybe even 84 satoshis, that's a tremendous opportunity for an expectation of a further move towards 133 and 240. The second argument you can say here is that altcoins have been staying inside such a range for a pretty long time, in which the support is found here and the range resistance is around here. Once they break outside of that range, the accumulation is over and an uptrend begins, in which mind-blowing movements can occur, which we have seen on Aave, which is called length. Once Zilliqa closes above preferably 89.90 on the daily, could wick towards 84.85 and continues to rally, I wouldn't be surprised that we're going to see a move towards 240 satoshis, and I wouldn't be surprised if more of these altcoins will do that. Another example which have been showing strength recently is Digibyte, in which you can see a similar occurrence. We have seen a pretty damn long sideways range in which we lost the support here, reclaimed support and started to shoot off, which caused a rally of 470% and all the way back towards the levels we've seen beginning 2019. As you also can see here is that the 100-day EMA and 200-day EMA have crossed, which is now looking for support, which is a confirmation for a trend reversal. Doesn't mean that Digibyte is going further up here. It looks like we're going to consolidate for a little while, but a 500% move is not what we have seen in the past 2 years. So that's actually amazing for a coin, and we can expect that from more coins to occur. One of them is probably Cardano, which is showing that we are, I will be taking a clean chart for this, which is showing support on the 200-day EMA, confirmed support here as well, which is support resistance flip. If we can consolidate above the area around 520 satoshis, I can expect a further move to occur here. A clear breakthrough above 680 would make me more happy, as we then have space towards 1000 to 1100 satoshis to occur. But here you can see a similar occurrence of the cross, which triggered a pretty substantial move, and the same seems likely to be happening here, as we've seen one already. And once the MAs remain like this, the uptrend is very likely to occur. So that's basically what we were saying here. What I wanted to say in this video, XLM is doing the exact same. Once we hold the MAs, the uptrend can begin, and the perspectives are quite large on the altcoins, as there are large gaps in between the charts, which means that there are no clear resistances in between, which can make coins rally very, very hard. Like the gaps, what I mean is that I will put it on linear, is that above 1800 for ION there's not many resistances left. There's a pretty big gap because of the substantial sell-offs, which means that there's just a good opportunity and risk reward for altcoins right now, the moment that we see a lower interest in Bitcoin because of the halving which went away. So I'm expecting more movements from altcoins to occur, and I'll be updating that. But thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you like the video, please do a thumbs up beneath the video, comment, whatever. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.